Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. The idea that I've been there and have been a part of this team for that much time, I'm so grateful and excited, hopefully, to do another 20.
What effect would that have had?
One of my first big breaks was back in 2004, only months after I joined the team at NBC News, and I got shipped off to Havana, Cuba to cover Hurricane Ivan.
We are beginning to experience the stinging rains.
We reached out to Fidel Castro's communications team, and there we were driving 2.5 hours into the heart of the storm where we got a chance to speak to him, the only American broadcaster to interview him on that day.
Will you stay here tonight to ride out the storm?
That was the beginning of a ride that I never imagined, could only have dreamed of, and couldn't be more grateful for. All right, let's go get him.
High five, very impressed.
Covering multiple Olympics, several presidential campaigns, walking into the briefing room in the Oval Office, swimming with Shamu, mushing with an Iditarod champion, paddle boarding with a world-class surfer, and seeing the ends of the earth from the Northwest Passage to the Galapagos Islands.
Peter Alexander joins us from Dublin.
He is in Seoul this morning at the White House for us.
I never imagined being a political reporter.
We welcome Peter Alexander to the ranks of our White House correspondents tonight.
Coming to Washington has really been an eye-opening experience, covering the presidencies for Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and who knows who it'll be next.
Everybody gets along just fine.
One of the highlights of my professional career has been anchoring Saturday Today, first alongside Chanel and Dylan, then with Kristen, now with Laura and Joe and Angie. Doing this with some of your closest friends is such a treat. But what I'm most myself is when we get to just have a little bit of fun. The most important story I think I've ever told is the story about my sister Rebecca, who has Usher syndrome.
I love you.
It was the one time when I really tried to turn in my chips and say, hey, I've busted my butt for so long, can I tell this story now?
One thing that we were drawn by was a sense of urgency tonight.
What I've learned the most is what it means to be a storyteller. I really feel like we have a higher responsibility doing this for a living, being journalists. You have the trust of the audience, the trust of the people whose stories you're telling. That's something that I take so seriously.
Peter Alexander, NBC News, Baghdad.
When I got to NBC, I was just a 27-year-old kid. So the idea that now I'm one of the old guys around there, I got the gray hair to show it, that I get to have these experiences and hopefully sort of inspire or at least motivate this new generation of journalists is something that I'm really enjoying. So for any of those young people that I've met on the plaza, or maybe those who are watching us at home right now, I promise you, I'm keeping the seat warm and you're up next.